In this video, I'm going to show you how to hit the Kixeye employee base level 97 for instant repair with your Warhounds. Hey everyone, Derpy here, welcome back to another Battle Pirates video. The general strategy here is to enter with a Fear the Splitzer crew in the top right corner, kill the first gate, and run away out of the mortar range of the new defender hole. This thing has mortars that are very powerful, and you can just about stay out of range if you're in the top right corner. Then you tank and you kill the piranhas. Once those are dead, you retreat, because what the piranha does is it shreds your deflection, makes your deflection lower. If you retreat, all of that resets. And sure, it's kind of sneaky retreating, feels a little bit cheaty, but so does needing 400,000 points in bounty, so I'm going to hit things for instant repair. Then you come back in the same spot and blitz through, kill the two gatekeepers, and sit right on top of the Overlord carrier. If you are on top of it and you're not within range of any heavy turrets, it can't hurt you. At that point, the battle's over. Enough talk, let's get into it. Entering at the top right, you are already in range of the new Overlord carrier, so you need to start moving forward immediately, because it will hit and then it will leave radioactive damage behind you. If you have something like Fear the Splitzers, this helps out dramatically with this. Just move forward, kill the gate, and then run away. You want to get away enough before your speed buff wears out completely here. And move in the top right of the target, top right corner, and move one ship a little bit away from everything else, and a second one ready to go in pretty quickly. What you want is you want your two piranhas here to be split up onto different ships. Sometimes you mess up and don't quite get it like I have right here, and that's okay. You're not always perfect every time. Your general idea is to have the two piranhas shooting at different ships. That way they are not debuffing both the same one, because the piranha can start to do damage to you as you're seeing right here. If you do get into this point, it might be worth it to retreat and then re-enter the target, just so you don't take too much extra damage. But this should be instant repair in base. Now if I were to charge in right here, I wouldn't have my speed buff, and I would already have my deflection shredded on at least that one ship. I could probably still get it for instant repair, but I'm going to be safe, retreat, and come back in. Now that I retreat, you can see I took some explosive damage from getting hit by the mortars, maybe a little bit radioactive from the field or the piranha, and then a bunch of ballistic from the piranha. Now that we're here, let's go ahead and instant repair on map, because that should be free. You do risk someone stealing your target if you do this, just be warned. It hasn't happened to me yet, and I've probably hit 20 of these things, if not more. Then you're going to go back in on the same point that you entered on, and you're still going to have your speed crew. Ideally, if you can use a Fear the Splitzer or Gearhead, it's better. If you don't have one, you can probably still get it with decently low repair. Now that we enter, we're going to want to make sure we kill the gatekeepers before 4:15, and also get out of range of the heavy turrets and Overlord as quickly as possible. Start by clicking in front of your ships, move away, and then move off to the top right corner right by these mountains here. This will make sure you are out of range of the field here. This green field is the Overlord carrier field, so get through the portal and make sure you stay out of the field as much as possible. Shift click the first gatekeeper here, not the gate here. You sometimes do click the wrong thing. Shift click this first gatekeeper, and then once that's about dead, you can click the second one. If you end up killing something else in the meantime, that's okay. Just make sure they are dead before the 4:15 mark. Let's go ahead and kill the second one now that the first one is dead. We still have 15 seconds to kill it, so we should be doing okay. And these side rockets have finished off a couple other things in the target here. You're within 80 range, so you're slowed down, but you're within the minimum range of the mortars, which you can't see, but you are. Now that this is down, the base is pretty much dead. There's no gatekeepers left. If there are, you have to be careful because they'd be surfaced right now, and there's a bunch of things to kill here. You can set your ships on auto. I prefer to split them up here across different corners, so it goes just a little bit more quickly. Stay inside the base, that's faster than going out of it. And if you want to run, say, one ship on auto, that's perfectly fine. The base is pretty much dead now. Now this is hitting it during bounty 35. These things tend to change a little bit between each bounties, especially if we have new defensive tech released. I would expect bounty 36, the September bounty, to be the same as bounty 35, this August bounty. There are some players who have done this in one hit successfully, but they tend to have the newer invader plates on their Warhounds, and I don't have those on mine yet because I put them on my trenchers instead. But this method should allow you to do it for instant repair. Let's check our damage. You see we didn't get the option to blitz, which is perfectly okay because I'm not spending however many coins it is to blitz the target, and damage taken is mostly ballistic from the decimators and maybe some of, just pretty much the decimators, and then some explosive from the enemy Overlord carrier and maybe the mongoose, and then radioactive from the Hellmouth. Damage taken was mostly on ships 1 and 5. 4,000 bounty, you get between 2.4k and 4k, so this was a pretty lucky run in terms of my reward. And then the repair, as you'll see, is about 12 minutes, which is not instant on the map. And if I go back to dock, it probably is. If not, it's only a minute or two on the first ship. And if you get a little bit, and if you drive a little bit better and you're luckier than I am, that might be instant repair too. Here is the build that I'm using. I'm not sure if it is the best build out there for this. In fact, I would say using an invader armor or 2 invader armors is probably better. And it isn't even U1 yet because those upgrades just dropped and we haven't even had a chance to get the kits yet. If you learned something, I hope you'll leave a like, leave a comment if you have any questions. And as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.